And now, broadcasting from the Ginger and Baker Studio in the heart of the Music District in beautiful Old Town, Fort Collins, Colorado. It's Live at Lunch here on KRFC 88.9 FM, streaming worldwide at krfcfm.org. I'm your host today, David V., and today's musical guest will be appearing at the Boulder Film Fest in the Hotel Boulderado in Boulder, Colorado on March 1st, and then at the Barfly at Alamo Draft Cinemas in Sloans Lake, Colorado on March 16th. Let's welcome Rex Peoples and X Factr.
My baby caught a train and left me all alone. My baby caught a train and left me all alone. She said she's gonna ride long as I've been from home. My baby bought a ticket where long as my ride on. My baby bought a ticket, y'all. Long as my ride on. You know that I love her. She's been doing me wrong. Come on. Been talking, telling everything I do. Who's been talking, telling everything I do. You know that I love her, and I sure hate to lose her. Oh, bye-bye, baby. Hate to see you go. You play bye-bye, baby. Hate to see you go. But she'll never know. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all right, baby. Take 'em. Blues so bad I can't shake 'em. Blues so bad I'm in a hurry. Just to find me someplace to worry. Try to drown 'em in drink. But what do you think? Yeah, blues can swim, they don't sink. favorite joke. Try to give him a toke. Blues don't burn, they just smoke. Just smoke, baby. Blues so bad I look slouchy. Blues so bad I feel grouchy. Blues so bad I ain't even trying to leave. Yeah, they give 'em a blow. Well, what do you know? The blues still come, they don't go. Oh, go away, baby. Rex Peoples and X Factr here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Let's introduce the band today. Of course, Rex Peoples on lead vocals, singer, songwriter, vocal coach, and blues in schools educator. And David Kennedy on lead guitar, Stu Cruden on bass, and apparently lead vocals too. And John Aurin on the drums. All right. You guys are all from different places in northern Colorado, so I can't say you're from Boulder or Denver or whatever. You're just from northern Colorado, I'd say, huh? All
Yes.
right. Well, let's start with you today, and I'm interested about the blues in schools educator part. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Well, I started out years ago with the Colorado Blues Society, and we created a Blues in the Schools program that we take to all the schools and libraries and other functions, festivals, etc. And so I've been teaching blues in the schools for, 14, 15 years.
Wow.
But
what does that entail?
What that entails is just a history of the blues. We have several different kinds. I have a personal history of the blues that I teach. There are teachers that teach about the geography of the blues, starting from slavery on up, from the Civil War on up. David Booker used to teach about
may he rest in peace.
Coming from, that's right, where he came from and how he got started in teaching the Great Britain type of blues in the schools and things. So there's different programs, but we go all over and we educate people about where the blues came from and what the blues really is all about. So that's where
Are
we
you
are.
finding the kids are relating to it?
They've been doing it for
Digging it?
years. They love it.
Yeah.
They love it. They love it. Hawkeye Herman is one of the greatest ones to teach, and he's not even here, but he's one of my mentor, and he teaches all over the world. So he's been around forever.
Has that been leading to any of the kids saying, "Hey, how do I get into
A
playing
lot of
blues?"
children, that's actually, I believe, where we've got people involved from all over, not only wanting to learn more about the blues, but just getting into music, period.
Right.
Which goes right to the blues that come out of Winter Park.
yeah.
yeah.
The annual Colorado Blues
Well,
Fest.
the blues at the top, but then they have a program there where they work with children that are less fortunate, to where they give instruments away and things like that. All a part kind of the Colorado of the Blues in the Schools programs, and they're from Winter Park to Colorado here to, we've been everywhere down south, the Colorado Springs. Everybody, all the blues societies pretty much, we started them through the Colorado Blues Society, and I think they still have people who teach from all over. And kids join and they take up music because of the Blues in the Schools educations that they receive. They love it.
If someone would like to assist or help donate instruments or work with you or offer some services, where should they go? Well,
actually right now I'm promoting the Roots Music Project. It's an excellent place because it's growing, it's booming, it's new, it's fresh. We also have the Colorado Blues Society where you can participate with them as well, and that's the root until he got here.
All right.
And helped with the Roots Music Project. Those are two excellent places to go and donate. And there's others. Mm-hmm. Any of the major organizations, you can donate to that cause.
What got you into the blues originally? Did you grow up listening to blues in your household, or was anybody musical in your family?
It's two different questions.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. How did I get into the blues? Well, first of all, I came through gospel. I'm from Oklahoma, and I came through gospel. And
so you sang in church?
That's where I learned. That's where I was taught. That's where I was groomed. That's my whole root. And in fact, it just happens that when I was 12 years old, my dad and I are golfers, and my dad was on the golf course. We had just come back from church. I'm listening to Bobby Bland on the recorder. Yeah, he said, "Boy, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just listening to this blues music." He says, "Boy, you don't know nothing about those blues." And I told him then, I said, "I don't know anything about the blues, but I know what I like."
Yeah.
And it's real interesting because I end up teaching blues in the schools 20, 30 years later. So, it even surprises me. But I came through gospel and to blues. I've always had music in my family. My mother played the keys. My father played the piano and the guitar. I had a drum. My uncle was a professional drummer, jazz drummer at one point until his death. So, yeah, I came up with music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And that Bobby Blues Bland, was that your introduction to the blues then, would you say?
He was one that I loved. It was BB, it was Bobby, and all the guys from that era that really turned me on the blues. I just loved the blues. And also the females. The females are the ones who really made it possible for the men to even get on the radio. The first ones were females and doing dirty blues. Because
like Bessie Smith?
Bessie Smith, yes, exactly. So that's really the root of it. And so, you go back to looking at the history of it. I wish you could, don't get me started, because I will tell you, but starting back from the grandmothers that we had to walk through the kitchen, washing dishes, cleaning the house, dragging their feet, and humming what? Amazing Grace.
Yeah. Well, that's funny what you said about your dad, too, because that's what I've always heard, too, that the people that started out with the gospel, that was it, gospel. And when people stray away to the blues or rock and roll, they're like, what are you listening to?
Well, the fact of the matter is, even to this day, in our generation of Black African American music, there's only two kinds of music. You got gospel that you sing for the Lord, and blues you sing for the devil. So we weren't supposed to be doing that.
You just pretend you're singing blues for the Lord.
And in fact, my family right now, I come from a family kind of full of ministers.
Oh, really?
And they don't really acknowledge, what I do. They go, "Yeah, that's great, awesome," but they don't
appreciate it as much as they should.
They don't see what I'm planning on showing you today.
Speaking of that, what are you guys going to play for us next?
We're going to play
Walking Blues.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to do Walking Blues. I don't know what I can say.
All right. You could say almost anything you want. Rex Peoples and X Factr here on KRFC's Live at Lunch.
All right.
Let's crank it up a little bit.
that you know I got the walking blues. Said I woke up this morning feeling round for my shoes. Said I woke up this morning, I got the walking blues. Lord, I feel like blowing this old lonesome horn. Woke up this morning and Bernice was gone. Well, I feel like blowing my lonesome horn. Said I woke up this morning, everything I had was gone. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been mistreated, but I don't mind dying. Said I feel like leaving if I have to ride the blind. Said I've been mistreated, Lord, I'm not afraid of dying. Come on. Shoes, by that you know I got walking blues. Said I woke up this morning feeling around for my shoes. Said I woke up this morning, I've got them walking blues. All right. You know, I really like this song. Got a different feel. So we're gonna bring it to you like this.
as a vine goes round the stump. You are mine. Come me sugar lump, you mine. Big leg woman with your short mini skirt. Oh, promise me, darling, you never make me feel like dirt. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a big leg woman. I love a big leg woman. I love a big leg woman. I love a big leg woman. She's all right. All right now. She's all right. All right. She's all right. All right. She's all right. All right.
Rex Peoples at X Factr here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. I'm going to speak with David Kennedy, lead guitar. How you doing, David?
I'm doing awesome.
All
How are
right.
you?
Got a couple of things I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
And one was, that was some great slide there.
Thank you.
And
It's funny playing slide in here because it's closed in and you have to crank it up.
Yeah.
So you just got to go for it. But
well,
anyway,
that sounds
thank
good
you.
in our studio, that's for sure. And
Great.
do you use open tuning or standard tuning when you're doing that
Just
slide?
standard tuning.
Yeah?
I
So
just play in
noticed
the,
you
in the
just
middle
weren't even hardly
strings.
chording. You were just doing most of the slides.
Yeah,
so.
playing in G and just kind of hitting the middle strings and no time for tuning. I'd love to actually do other tunings, but we don't have time for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested to talk to you about the Roots Music Project, which is a pretty big deal down in Boulder. And why don't you fill us in a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Roots Music Project, we're a nonprofit music incubator, or as we say, kind of an opportunity creator. So it's at its most basic, it's a warehouse space where we do a lot of live music. We do workshops. It's all nonprofit. It's all about helping the music community, helping the music scene. So yes, it's about helping the musicians, but it's also about helping the fans and the other venues.
Get exposed to all genres of music. And
Get exposed to all the genres of music, but really to claim our rightful place, and I want to say the Front Range of Colorado, kind of our rightful place as a world-class music district, and it needs help. You know, it can't always be a for-profit model.
Right.
So we started a nonprofit.
All right. And speaking of that, you got a partner there that you're working with too?
Yeah, actually, one of the founders is here, Mr. John Aurin, and his wife Fiona, and Rick Gabler and Ian Steele. They're all still working. And we have a staff. We're not the music district, but we're doing our thing, and we're doing our part, you know.
You don't have that big nonprofit backer.
No, not yet. Not yet. If you know any billionaires who want to help us out, we could put the money to really good use and put a lot of people to work and to really
if
help people.
Somebody would like to reach out and help, where would they go?
Yeah, so our website is rootsmusicproject.org.
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
And fill us in a little bit more. What all does the Roots Music Project do? Do you work with
we
youth
work with youth. We actually track all of our stats to make sure we're having an impact, and so we do a lot of work with youth, but also all the way up to pro musicians. You know, especially we have a lot of professionals that want to try out other material, maybe without their band, but they want to do solo material to come. And then we pair it up with a support act. We always try to have a support act that's either a youth act or someone kind of in our cadre of incubation to do the support act for the national act. That's just one thing. But
so that'd be a great way for, say, a local Northern Colorado just starting out band that wants to get some exposure and play live in front of an audience to get a hold of you.
Absolutely. And on our website, rootsmusicproject.org, we have a link for booking applications as well.
Yeah, it's a wonderful space. Been down there. It's a lot of room, nice big stage, and You don't have to worry about bothering the neighbors when the music gets loud.
No, we're in a warehouse area in Boulder, you know. And by the way, thank you for all the support from KRFC.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're about music, and just like you, supporting Colorado musicians and not just youth, but all musicians in Colorado and national acts too. So, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to ask you, what got you into the blues?
You know, I went to school in Austin, Texas. And before that, you know, I'm like a big Led Zeppelin fan.
Yeah.
All the classic rock stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. And where I was living happened to be about a block and a half away from Antone's Blues Club. And so we'd spend a lot of time over there.
Especially in college, I bet.
Yeah, and, you know, it was us kind of skinny college kids surrounded by these guys like Albert Collins and stuff.
Stevie
these
Ray Vaughan.
big dudes, yeah. And it was a little intimidating, but you couldn't help. I mean, I was...
Soaking it in.
Yeah, soaking it in. Yeah.
A lot of female blues artists play down there, too.
Yeah. One of them that I love right now is Sue Foley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
She
Check
has
her out.
She has a new live album out now.
She does. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, how'd you get yourself from Texas up to Colorado then?
You know, I lived in Dallas for a long time, and it was ready for a change.
It's a big city.
It's a big city, and, you know, I played a lot of music in high school, and then I put my guitar under my bed until I was like 40, and we relocated the family to Colorado.
So just a couple years ago when you turned 40?
Yeah, exactly. I'm 42 now. No, not quite.
So what made you reach down and grab that thing and start playing again?
You know, part of it was desperation.
Really?
Total workaholic, and just had my nose to the grindstone, is losing track of my kids, losing track of my wife, losing track of who I was. And I said, I have to play music
Needed
again.
that outlet.
And then I met this guy right here, Rex Peoples, and I kind of scouted him out. I went around to look at all the blues bands. I said, this guy's got the best voice. He's got a great voice, right?
Yes, he does.
An amazing voice. And it took me a while. I've worked up through lessons, and I finally screwed up the courage to go beg him to try out. And anyway, thank you, Rex. Thank you, guys. He's my best friends right here. I love this band.
Well, that's fantastic. That can't always be said about every band. You know, sometimes they can't stand to be in the same room with each other. So
we have our moments.
It's hard to keep a band consistently together over a long period of time too. So yeah,
we've been together in this configuration probably 5 years, and Rex has had bands. In fact, John was with him in 2008. Is that right? So you've been he's had Rex People and X Factors. 17 years.
Have an album out. Yeah, available on streaming platforms, I assume.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Rex Peoples and X Factr.
YouTube, Spotify, you know.
Yeah, where everybody gets their music these days, apparently, huh? But live music is the most important as far as we're concerned here at KRFC. And well, thanks, David.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it so much. Stu Cruden on bass. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, doing good.
And where are you from originally?
Florida.
Oh, really? What part?
Cocoa.
Okay, Cocoa Beach.
It wasn't called that back then.
Yeah, it was just called Cocoa,
Right.
huh? On the Atlantic side.
Near the Cape, near
Yeah.
the Rockets.
And always into blues in Florida?
No, I just picked it up along the way. Actually, my older brother, gave me an album. It was my first album. I never had an album before. He gave it to me. It was Don Covey.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Everything
that led
I
me
do
to-
gonna be funky.
Oh man, Blue Lights, House of Blue
Yeah.
Lights, I think, and then I got a Wilson Pickett album, and that was it, man. I just
So soul and blues, both.
Don didn't speak to me quite as much as Wilson did. I'm more of a rock and roll kind of person, so yeah.
But that's really soul. I mean, that really is soul.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Thank you.
So, did you go to school in Florida?
Yeah, I went to CU. And,
CU Boulder. And what was that for?
Fun.
Not specifically for music or anything like that?
I did get a degree, and it was a Bachelor of Arts in music. So yeah.
So you spent some time on the hill there listening to music?
Yeah, I
and-
sold some records. I
Yeah.
worked at Budget and Tapes and Records.
All
up on the
right.
hill, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't even know if they're still in business.
No,
I mean,
they are not.
I feel for you. I used to work at a music land, and they're gone too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're gone. But So what got you into the blues other than that original album or two that your brother gave you? And did you start playing in Colorado then? Or
I've always liked it. You know, I mostly played in other kinds of music as a bass player. That's how you find work, is
Sure.
doing what
Everybody needs a rhythm section.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I always felt like a deep connection to it.
Are you playing another acts in addition to Rex
I
Peoples?
am. I play with Fort Collins' own 14ers with Ryan Kirkpatrick.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're going to have them in for Live at Lunch here in a while.
That's right. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's a little bit different. That's more of a, I hate to say jam band, but more of a jammy.
It's sort of a folk rock, you know.
Yeah. With
mountain
with
pop.
long instrumental interludes. Great band.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thanks.
You guys have a new album coming out, don't you?
That's true. That's the rumor.
Yeah, all right. We'll have to talk about that in a couple of weeks. All right. So, are you also working with the Roots Music Project or anything like that? Are you
I
anything-
volunteer. You know,
Yeah.
my wife's a landscaper, and I help her do landscape for the front of it and do whatever I can. You know, whatever I can do there. It's just you know, it's just a fun place to be.
Helping out a bit. Well,
Yeah.
and if you love live music, that's the place to be, especially in Boulder. And I forgot to ask you, Rex, what's the best place for people to go to get information on Rex Peoples and X Factr?
RexPeoples.com.
That's easy
you can
enough.
Also get, you can also get me through Roots Music Project.
And
He
as
helps
far-
me out quite a bit.
As far as the booking, is it that Prodigy X?
ProdigyRx at AOL.com.
PRODIGYRX at AOL.com.
Right. You're trying to talk about how old I am? Yeah. Yeah. I still write things down.
Yeah. I'm the same way. These guys make fun of me all the time. I have to use a calendar. Even though I put it in the computer, I still like my calendar in front of me. Oh, John Aurin back there on the drums. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Are you from Colorado originally? Or?
No, born in Pennsylvania, but spent a lot of years in San Diego.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to do the coast
What part
thing.
of Pennsylvania?
I was born in Harrisburg, but grew up closer to Hershey.
More central Pennsylvania.
Yes, central PA. Yeah.
Wonderful. And what brought you from PA to California? Other than to get away really quick.
Yeah, it was time. It was time. I had to give myself permission to leave, and I did, and I never looked back. You know, it was a rebirth.
Well, I've got it. My ancestors are from the Boulsburg area there by State
There you
College, so
go.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, actually kind of pretty. Rolling hills and stuff like that.
It's a lovely place to grow up.
Yeah, to be from, as they say, right?
Yes.
And then San Diego, how wonderful was that? Did you get in the music scene there?
Right away. Yeah, that was the goal, was to get out there. At the time, I was pretty heavy into jazz and dropped into the program at San Diego State just as a hired gun.
Yeah. And you were always drums?
Always drums and vocals, because that's how you got the gigs.
Absolutely. Back
drummers
up
are everywhere.
Again, rhythm section, man. If you play drums or bass, you can almost always get yourself a gig, right?
Correct.
So, did you major in music or?
Just in life, in music.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a schooled thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you got out there, you just got into bands, and was it always blues, or were you playing?
No, I've played lots of
Genres?
Italian music, polka music.
Was this for weddings and things like that?
Lots of corporate gigs,
Yeah.
covering all sorts of things, and I did a couple years on cruise ships as well, and a couple years in Germany, and
Doing what, shows
music.
for the military, or?
Yeah, well, no, just military adjacent.
Oh, okay.
You know, you everybody over there that I was running with were all expat military guys who had married German girls and stayed. And
So they have like a music scene, bar scene close to the bases or whatever that would attract
very
the
much
military?
so. And we were
Interesting.
kind of based out of Stuttgart,
Mhm.
you know, and lots of military bases at that time in that, or at least 3 or 4 right in that vicinity. So you had a lot of exposure.
Yeah, I'm sure they were anxious to get off base and just cut loose and listen to music and
Exactly.
have a few cocktails. And
Yes.
yeah, all right. Well, what got you to Colorado?
Originally a job My wife was working with a company. She got offered the position to move it over to Colorado, and as a sweetener to the deal, they brought me in as office manager.
Oh, wonderful.
So there was,
Two
there were
jobs.
2 salaries,
Two birds
and
with one
everything.
stone there.
Lovely for a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's been pretty supportive of the music, huh?
Always, always. I met her on the cruise ship. She was a bartender, and I was playing in the show band, and yeah.
So you guys got your travel in before, huh?
Got it all out of our system.
All right. Well, I'm going to get back into the music, and what would you guys like to play for us next? You got a couple going on? All right. Well, we're going to get back into the blues here with the Rex Peoples and X Factr.
Sky first, baby's blues just like we rehearsed. When I get up off this ground, shake the leaves back down to the ground, till I'm clean. And then I walk where I'm shaded by the trees, by a meadow of green, for about a mile. Headed for town, in style. With all my favorite colors, yes sir. All my favorite colors, right on. My sisters and my brothers, see them like no other. All my favorite colors. Good day to me. Good day for me, good day. See my favorite colors. Sisters and my brothers, see them like no other. All my favorite colors. Take me to the other side, where little bitty bluebirds fly. Gray clouds, white walls, blue skies, we're gonna fly, feeling alright. And we're saying boo, 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 that, boo, 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 yeah. Anticipate a homecoming parade as we renegade in the morning right up. All my favorite colors, yes sir. All my favorite colors, yes ma'am. My sisters and my brothers, see them like no other. All my favorite colors. Good day to me, a good day for me, a good day. See my favorite colors. Sisters and my brothers, see them like no other. All my favorite colors.
Rex Peoples and X Factr here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. You guys, in addition to March 1st, you'll be part of appearing as part of the Boulder Film Fest at the Hotel Boulderado. I'll get it right here, in Boulder, Colorado, March 1st. And then the Barfly at Alamo Draft Cinemas at Sloans Lake on March 16th. And in early April, you'll be at Nellie's in Lafayette. Nieces.
Yeah.
That was a new one to me.
That's close.
That's my fault. I spelled it wrong. Nieces. My C's look like L's. And anyway, early April, April 10th, 1st. I know it's the beginning of April there. You would be in Lafayette, so all you listeners out there. Anything else happening this summer exciting that you would be playing in spring and summer?
Well, we'll definitely be playing at Roots. You know when we're going to be over at Roots, so.
Dates to be determined.
Okay, wonderful.
We will definitely be there.
Working on any new music?
Always.
Yeah?
Always working on new music.
Do you usually write as a unit, or you write? And
we haven't written together yet, but I think we will.
All right.
I think we will. I have the talent here, and
change.
we'll all get together and see what happens with it.
Little input from everybody?
Yes.
All right. Well, a couple of things. I'd like to remind our viewers and listeners that you can always go to our KRFC RadioVision YouTube channel. There's an easy subscribe button there. It notifies you each week who the artist will be that week. You can watch all our past and present videos as well as future videos free of charge. Just go to YouTube and KRFC RadioVision. And then in addition to that, I'd also like to thank our video and audio crews here at KRFC who always do a fantastic job each week making sure that Live at Lunch is produced and the sound is so fantastic. Thanks, guys. You guys are going to lead us out with a couple here. Is there anything else you'd like to mention that maybe we didn't talk about today?
Actually, I think we pretty much covered what we need to cover.
All right, good.
For now.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys come on up from all different cities here in northern Colorado, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys again soon.
Well, we're going to do an original right now.
Wonderful. What's it called?
Fried Food, Hard Liquor.
And that's your song.
Yes, sir.
Title track.
Title track, yeah. All right. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere stood a tiny wooden shack. Christmas tree lights hung year-round, with a wood-burning stove in the back. We're serving fried food, hard liquor, and playing the blues. Some people call it a juke joint. Some people say just a bucket of blood, where they serve cold buckets of beer and eat catfish, chicken, and barbecue. We're serving fried food, hard liquor, and playing them blues. They come with guitars, harmonicas, and tambourines, and words of sorrow and pain, running moonshine till the early morn. But one thing you can depend on: fried food, hard liquor, and playing them blues. Here's a place you can go on a Saturday night, wear your finest clothes, and shine your shoes. Dance, squeal, jump and shout. Hey Sally, come here soon. We're serving fried food, hard liquor, and playing them blues. Till the morning light. Dance, squeal, jump and holler, and sometimes argue, fuss and fight. We're serving fried food, hard liquor, and playing them blues. Fried food, playing the blues, right food, hard liquor, and playing the blues. Mississippi road. Yeah, I'm tired of hooping and hollering, picking that nasty cotton. Gonna catch me a bus up north, where I don't have to keep saying yes, some boss. Michigan, and girl, I can't take you, no. Yeah, that Cadillac assembly line. Girl, if you be alright, keep your jeans zipped up tight. Well, when I get my first paycheck, I'll send for you on the Delta line. Gonna call for you, baby. Now won't you come on home? Everybody say, hey, 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 love.
Hey, hey, y'all.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey,
hey, hey, hey,
hey, hey, hey.
Come on, come on, come on. Cadillac assembly line. Let's say hey, baby. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey, love.
hey, hey, y'all.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey, y'all.
hey, yeah, y'all.
Hey, hey. Won't you come on home?
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.